no-name woman. You must not tell anyone, my mother said.
Please tell your father what I'm telling you, okay?
What I am about to tell you. In China, your father had a sister who killed herself. She jumped into the family well. We say that your father had all brothers because it is as if she was never born. In 1924, just a few days after our village celebrated 17 hurry-up weddings to make sure that every young man who went out on the road would responsibly come home, your father and his brothers, and your grandfather and his brothers, and your aunt's new husband sailed for America. The Gold Mountain. It was your father's last trip. Those lucky enough to get contracted waved goodbye from the decks. They fed and guarded the stowaways and helped them off in Cuba, New York, Bali, Hawaii. We'll meet in California next year, they said. All of them sent money home. I remember looking at your aunt one day, and she and I were dressing. I had not noticed before that she had such a producing The other man was not, after all, much different from her husband. They both gave orders. She followed. If you tell your family, I'll beat you. I'll kill you. Be here again next week.
Well, I go to the corner, thumbs on.
No one talked sex, ever. And she might have separated the rapes from or gathered woods in the same forest. I want her fear to have lasted tamed. No drawn-out fear, but women at sex hazard, birth, and hence lifetimes. The fear did not stop, but permeated everywhere. She told the man, I think I'm pregnant. He organized a raid against her.
No way. That is not my kid. Hell no.
Turning. But the rare urge West had fixed upon our family, and so my aunt crossed boundaries not delineated in peace. The work of preservation demands that the feelings playing about in one's guts not be turned into action, just watch their passing like cherry blossoms. But perhaps my aunt, my forum, caught in a slow life, let dreams grow and fade, and after some months or years went toward what persisted, free at the enormity of the forbidden kept her desires delected, wire and bone. She looked at a man because she liked the way the hair was tucked behind his ears, and she liked the question mark.
Yeah.
When she closed her fingers as if she were making a pair of shadow geese bite, the string twisted together, catching the little hairs. Then she pulled the thread away from her skin, ripping the hairs out neatly, her eyes watering from the needles of pain. Opening her fingers, she cleaned the thread, then rolled it along her hairline and the tops of the eyebrows. My mother did not. The expression, caught by the short hairs, meant a captive held with depleted strength. It especially hurt at the temple. But another final reason for leaving the crowded house was never said. She may have been unusually beloved, the precious only daughter, spoiled and mere gazing because of the affection the family lavished on her. When her husband left, they welcomed the chance to take her back from the in-laws. She could live like the little daughter for just a while longer. There are stories that my grandfather was different from other people. Crazy ever since a little Jap bayoneted him in the head. He used to put his naked penis on the dinner table laughing. Sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. And one day he brought home a baby girl, wrapped up inside his brown Western-style greatcoat. He may have been somebody in her own household, but intercourse with the men outside the family would have been no less at first. All the villagers and titles shouted in loud country voice. Never let kinship be forgotten. Any man within visiting distance would have been realized as a lover, brother, younger brother. Wait for me to come home. Older brother. Loving can heal. Loving can mend your soul. 115 relationship titles. And it's the research birth charts having not so much to assure good fortune as to circumvent incest in a population that has but 130. She was for acting as if she could have a private life, secret and apart from me. If my aunt had betrayed the family at a time of large and peace, when many boys were born, the wings were filled, being built on many houses. Perhaps she had been escaped from ourselves, but the eyes are never closing, hearts were never broken, times forever frozen still. So you can keep had been forced to leave the village in order to find there were ghosts holding me closer till the eyes meet. My Japanese brother and sister adultery perhaps you hurt me. It's okay, baby, only once. Please, inside these pages, you just hold me. Stars went out and out forever. Her body and her simplicity seemed to disappear. She was one of the stars, a bright dot in the darkness, without a companion. An eternal and a phobia, rolling, feeding her, later and later. You could feel me inside the necklace you got when you were 6. Next to your heartbeat where I should be. Keep it deep within your soul. And if you hurt me, well that's okay, baby. Only once, please. Inside these pages, you just hold me. I won't ever let you go. On their way, I will remember how you kissed me under the lamppost back on 6th Street, hearing you whisper through the phone and crying nuisance. Wait for me to come home. She picked up the baby and walked to the well, carrying the baby to the well, showing loving, otherwise abandon it, turns its face into the mud. Mothers who love their children take them along. It was probably a girl. There is some hope of forgiveness for boys. Don't tell anyone you had an aunt. Your father does not want to hear her name. She has never been born.
If you're dead, you don't move your hand. Okay, start walking, guys. Start walking to the... Yeah, just walk out.